Hi everyone, good morning. I'm Indi Pereira and a counselor at IDP Education Sri Lanka. And I would like to welcome you all to the Know Your Group of 8 Universities Facebook Live session. And today's the second day. So yesterday we talked about the Monash University, and today we are going to talk about the University of Western Australia, which is one of the group of 8 universities and located in Western Australia. So if I talk about the Western Australia University, the University of Western Australia, we call it UWA as well, is one of the Australia's leading universities and has an international reputation for excellence in teaching, learning, and research. Also, it has almost 24,000 students enrolled across 4 faculties, a model of broad undergraduate studies followed by postgraduate professional qualification is designed to produce well-rounded graduates, as well as provide additional entry opportunities for a wider range of students. So we have to know a lot of things about University of Western Australia. Hence, we have Ritwik today from University of Western Australia, so you can get to know details about the latest university updates and then scholarships, popular programs, and many more. So I welcome you to the program today. Hi, Ritwik, how are you?
I'm good, Indy, and thank you for the warm welcome. And good morning, everyone in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so he will be giving you an introduction and information about University of Western Australia. So Ritwik, over to you.
Thank you again, Iji. Hi, everyone. And this is Ritwik from the University of Western Australia. We are one of the group of 8 universities located in Perth, which is on the west coast of the country. We are the only university which is top 100 in the world located in this city of Perth. The University of Western Australia offers a variety of programs, starting from engineering, business, law, medicine, life sciences, including marine science and environmental sciences, and also in areas of agriculture sciences, to name a few. The university has a total student population of 25,000, out of which 5,000 are international students. UWA, as we call it in short form, is located on a beautiful banks of the Swan River, as you can see in my background. The location of this university is only 10 minutes drive from the heart of the city. So we are very much centrally located campus, and there is a free public transport to full-time students who commute from the city to the campus and other way around. So there are plenty of opportunities for students to move in and around Perth at reasonably low travel costs. So the city of Perth offers 40% discount on their public transports to international students who have enrolled full-time at UWA. Just talking about a few other things at the university, we have a Nobel laureate, Professor Barry Marshall, who received a prize in medicine or physiology in 2005, and hence our programs in medicine, dentistry, podiatric medicine, optometry are very highly sought after options, even to international students. I think that's about it. Indy, anything in particular that you would like me to take this further?
So basically, can you explain more about the academic requirement for bachelor degrees and master degrees? Basically like students who are after A-levels or students who did undergraduate programs who are willing to do postgraduate?
Absolutely. I can certainly cover on scholarships and entry requirements.
That's
but
right.
just before yeah, we get into that. A few other areas that I would like to highlight about UWA is accommodations. So we have on-campus accommodations available to international students, and we offer those accommodations on a variety of categories. So you can have a single room with a study table and common bathrooms and toilets, and then common kitchenette as well at reasonably low cost compared to the other popular East Coast destinations. The average cost of living in Western Australia is anywhere between 10 to 15,000 Australian dollars per year. And I can tell you that this cost of living is much, much lower than what it is in Sydney and Melbourne. Plus, that extended discount on your public transport really gives you plenty of options to do things that otherwise becomes difficult for an international students to go out and about and explore the city of birth and also the surrounding regions of Western Australia. Apart from the accommodations on campus, we also have excellent facilities for our students to experience their international student life. So in a summary, we have more than 200 community clubs on campus that students can be part of during their journey as an international student. But also we have more than 30 plus sports clubs which are active on campus. Students also can utilize some of those facilities, including we have 3 swimming pools, a tennis courts, basketball, squash, badminton, volleyball, a full-fledged gymnasium, and we have our own water sports complex, which is on the banks of the Swan River. So in addition to the academic student life, there's plenty of extracurricular activities that you can be part of during your international student journey here at UWA. Now let's move on to the other things which, typically why would you choose this university to study? And, let me first cover our undergraduate course offerings, and then we can move on to postgraduate course offerings. So at an undergraduate level, again, just before we move on, Indy, I'm wondering if I'm in a position to share my PowerPoint by any chance? Or should I just continue talking about?
You can actually share that.
Excellent. So I would be happy to do that if you can allow me sharing rights. That will be of really great help.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
You can share it now, right?
Yeah, just trying to find that window. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. I think I should be able to share now.
Yes, we can see that.
Okay, great. Thank you. So just quickly, this is a UWA in a nutshell. We are a top 100 university in the world, currently ranked a 90th position as of QS rankings 2023. And more than 40 subjects are in world's top 100, including some of those which I have already given a heads up on. Also, we are quite strong in areas of graduate employability in Western Australia. So our graduates are quite highly sought after. And this is the beautiful university campus. It's called Crawley campus. And we are very much close to the city center called Perth Central Business District. And this is where we have on-campus accommodations. As mentioned earlier, close to 25,000 students are studying at UWA at the moment. And an important thing which is quite fascinating about Perth is something which I'm going to share on your screen now. It's one of the top livable cities in the world, also perfectly positioned, in a 2.5 hours time difference. And the most important thing, if you study for a 3-year minimum bachelor's degree, or a 2-year master's degree, then you get up to 4 years of post-study work visa. So it's a great opportunity for students to make most of their time here after their studies to experience the local work culture as well. Just moving on further, we discussed about covering some undergraduate programs, and this is how we've categorized our undergraduate degrees. So at a bachelor's level, we have two types: a comprehensive set of programs and the specialist set of programs. Most of these programs that you see on your screen here are 3-year in duration, and we have two standard intakes, February and July each year. So we all are gearing up for the February 2023 intake now, and our applications are open. So you're encouraged to contact IDP and commence your application process as soon as possible for the February intake. Now, the key difference between the specialist degree and a comprehensive degree is essentially specialist degrees are very career focused. They are linked to industry needs, and they have been designed as per the demand from the students. A few examples of specialist degrees is a Bachelor of Advanced Computer Science, which is a 4-year full-time program, and you can specialize in areas such as artificial intelligence, international cybersecurity, or computing and data science. Similarly, we have another option here, which is Bachelor of Economics. Again, another specialist program that we have on offer. On the left-hand side, you have comprehensive programs such as a Bachelor of Business, which offers majors like we have Enterprise and Innovation, Global Business, and Management. So these are the three majors that are offered under Bachelor of Business. Similarly, we have a number of other specialized majors in the Bachelor of Commerce, such as accounting, finance, economics, human resource management, business law, and so on. So these are different set of programs that we have on offer right now. Now, let me just give you an example of Bachelor of Biomedical Science, which is a 3-year program, and we have a February intake. On the Bachelor of Biomedical Science, you can choose a single major such as anatomy and human biology spread over 3 years, or you can do a combination of 2 majors. So you can pick up, as an example, neuroscience and combine it with, public health. So any combination is possible under our bachelor programs that gives you flexibility and helps you to customize your undergraduate program to broaden your knowledge areas. Similarly, I will also quickly touch base on this interesting program on offer called Bachelor of Philosophy, Politics, and Economics, which is another 3-year full-time program, and essentially all important social and political issues such as climate change, healthcare, inequality, political discrimination, and so on and so forth are all covered under Bachelor of Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. So it's definitely worth considering this option, which combines all the 3 important disciplines. Then talking about a Bachelor of Science, a very popular program for students from Sri Lanka, and we offer a number of opportunities to make it more enticing, like majors such as environmental science, marine and coastal processes, marine biology, which I know there's a good interest for Sri Lankans. But on the other side, we have strong presence in areas of agribusiness, agriculture sciences, agriculture technology, just to name a few. Well, students who are interested in pure sciences, we have majors such as mathematics and statistics, physics, and then we also have majors in chemistry as well. Those who are interested in IT and data science, we have computer science, cybersecurity, and data science as majors, which are very popular across students. Just moving on to some interesting combination of new programs that we've introduced last year, wherein students can do a combined bachelor and master's, right? So let me read out an example for you. So here is an example where a student comes and studies a Bachelor of Science with agriculture economics as a major and Master of Agriculture Economics. So this combined bachelor's and master's, which we call it as CBMs, students can complete in 4-year duration. And essentially, it's a fast-track postgraduate qualification where students get both a bachelor and a master's degree. So there's a benefit is you save on your time, your tuition fees, and on top, you get an extra year of post-study work visa. So you study CBM for 4 years, and you get additional 4 years of post-study full-time work visa here in Western Australia. So that's the benefit of combined bachelor's and master's. We also have another example here where a BSc and a Master of Marine Science is a 4-year full-time program. Also, we have BSc plus a Master of Environmental Science as well. So plenty of options available that students can opt for during their undergraduate programs. On the flip side, we have a few new majors available for students, including automation and robotics, which is a popular one, which I'm going to cover in our Bachelor of Engineering honors. Similarly, we have molecular life sciences, a combined bachelor's and master's, which is worth looking into. And you can pick up areas such as genetics and genomics, biochemistry and molecular biology, and environmental biotechnology. So very fascinating options available in those areas. Just moving on to one of our popular programs, which is the Bachelor of Engineering honors, where we have specializations such as automation and robotics, biomedical, civil, mechanical, electrical, and electronics, software engineering, mining engineering, to name a few. It's a 4-year program, and I'm going to cover entry requirements in a bit, so please allow me a moment. So let's move on to entry requirements now. And we'll also cover the scholarships. So here we go. Right. So in terms of our entry requirements into undergraduate programs, these are the standard entry requirements from A level. So we need a minimum score of a 2C and a D to apply. And as you can see, as the STEM programs such as Bachelor of Advanced Computer Science, we need a minimum score of 1A and 2Bs, such as also if you're interested in a direct assured pathways in architecture, then we need, again, 1A and 2Bs. And if you're looking to apply for medicine programs, we need minimum 2As and a B. So these are our standard entry requirements. If you are interested in studying a Bachelor of Commerce or a Bachelor of Biomedical Science, minimum requirement is 3 Cs. Okay. In terms of the scholarships, ideally they would kick in at a score of a 1B and 2C. So again, as you can see, we have 3 different layers of scholarship: a $6,000 per year, $10,000 per year, and a $12,000 per year. For the maximum scholarship, which is approximately about 30% of the tuition fees, which is a $12,000 per year, we need a minimum score of 3As to claim the scholarship. Now, the best thing about our university is there's no cap on the number of scholarships that we offer. Every student who meets this requirement will be eligible to get this scholarship in the offer letter itself. So again, the best thing about UWA is you are guaranteed to receive a fee reduction or a scholarship, provided you meet this criteria. Then a $10,000 scholarship approximately equates to about 25% of the tuition fees. Again, really, really attractive offer for students who achieve a minimum score of 3 Bs in their A levels. Right. So that's all about our scholarships and the various undergraduate programs that we have. Now I'm going to introduce you to our students who are currently on campus, and they're willing to help you out in your decision-making process to choose UWA. So we have a program called UniBuddy. Now, UniBuddy is a program where we connect you to a student who is already studying that program at UWA. So here is an example. We have a student called Ananya who is studying a Bachelor of Science with a major in psychology and is currently on campus. Similarly, we have a student called Rohan, who is pursuing his Master of Public Health at UWA and is a Bachelor of Dental Surgery graduate from India. Similarly, we have another examples of students such as Abhinav, who's graduated with a Master of Marketing and now is working full-time in Perth. So he would be the best person to reach out to if you are considering to study any business program at the University of Western Australia. Similarly, we have Chaitya, who is studying a Master of Data Science program at UWA, and he's from Ahmedabad in India, and he's a Bachelor of Computer Application, a 3-year program graduate from India. Right, so these are our interesting offerings to our future students to connect with our current students and get their queries resolved about choosing UWA as a study destination. The other important thing that we offer as part of this course is work integrated learning opportunities. Now, this work integrated learning opportunity helps you to gain industry knowledge, develop some work-ready professional skills while you're doing your bachelor or master's at UWA, and also build your network of industry professionals. Now, there are different types of WILs that are on offer, and typically they can be completed after students complete their first year of full-time study at the University of Western Australia. A few examples that I would like to highlight is we have a 4-credit practicum, which is a 6-point unit students can take on during their bachelor's degree. Similarly, we have a professional placement. So the programs such as our Master of Professional Engineering, as an example, have a professional placement of minimum 12 weeks that students need to undertake an internship with one of our corporate partners, as an example. Then we also have non-for-credit internships. So a McCusker Center is one where 250 plus partner organization, not-for-profit, community, government, and locally regional, national organizations that students can be part of. So far, we have close to about 550 students who have undertaken their internship in the last year itself, with a minimum of 100 hours per student internship. Then we have some non-for-credit practicum, again, including vacation work, work experience, internships, industry research program, and so on and so forth. So these are various initiatives that are going on at the university. On top of this, we offer some excellent career support services to our students, including ongoing employability workshops. So, as an example, the UWA Business School has partnered with more than 30 plus corporates, including the likes of BHP. Then we have KPMG, Woodside, just to name a few. We work very closely with, and this helps our students to maximize their employability prospects. We have a career mentor link wherein we connect our current students with industry professionals in the related areas to help our students to identify the weaknesses that they need to work upon to maximize their graduate outcomes. We have some career advisors on campus, which you can make an appointment with and get your things sorted out, and including building up your resumes, getting a LinkedIn profile ready, so on and so forth. And we have some ongoing on-campus career fairs where employers come on campus and do recruitment workshops and so on and so forth. So there's plenty of engagement that happens on a regular basis here at UWA to ensure our graduate outcomes are really strong. This is talking about some various ongoing activities that students can be part of. So we have close to about 7 food and drink outlets on campus, which are all managed by the students. And these are some of those on-campus options that students can eat up, catch ups during their classroom breaks and so on and so forth. So we have a Subway sandwich option. Then we have a Boost, which offers one of the best fruit juices, and some other cuisine restaurants as well that you can have some decent food there. Right. Now, just moving on further, we have also some social activities and on-campus engagements that happens, including the gymnasium and the recreation center. We also offer plenty of fitness and well-being services that students can make use of at UWA, and some water sports activities that take place on a regular basis. Just checking into how we are going with the time and anything that I can cover off. The second section I wanted to cover is some postgraduate study options at UWA. But I just thought of checking up with you before I move on.
So like we have time another like 32 minutes or so.
All right, so I can continue on?
Of course you can.
Thanks, Indy. All right, so we are moving on to our next section, which is postgraduate options here at UWA. And, you know, in engineering and mathematical sciences, we have programs such as Master of Data Science. It's a 2-year full-time program. So typically, if you have completed your 3-year qualification of undergraduate degree, either in maths and stats, IT, computer science, or an engineering qualification, you are entitled to apply for a Master of Data Science at UWA. Similarly, we have another option which I would like to cover off, but just this is an interesting slide talking about Master of Data Science only. So it focuses on various areas of contemporary data management, analysis technologies, and so on and so forth, where students can take on some engineering, design, and research project in areas of either complex data modeling or big data mining and processing, and work with one of our corporate partners that you see on the slide here, including the likes of IBM. So this is a 2-year full-time Master of Data Science. And just so you know, big data is an emerging occupation on the list for this industry, which is data scientists. So we are expecting a huge increase in demand and skill shortage of data analytics down the track. And Australia is a destination where we desperately need these skill sets. Just moving on to the next one. This is another flagship program called Master of Professional Engineering, a 2-year full-time degree. And we offer specializations, as you can see on the list here. They're all, Engineers Australia is an accredited body for a Master of Professional Engineering. If you're considering specialization in chemical engineering, it is accredited with Institute of Chemical Engineers. Then if you're considering software engineering as a specialization, it is accredited with Australian Computer Society. So these are the various options that we have. Then moving on to the next one, I think this would be of interest to students from Sri Lanka, which is Master of Ocean Leadership. It is a 2-year full-time program. It's a very highly interactive, designed to be flexible and challenging for professionals and the recent graduates as well. It covers multidisciplinary contexts in areas of engineering, law, resource economics, and environmental management as well. This is our very popular program, which is a Master of Information Technology, a 2-year full-time degree. And it covers all the fundamental pillars of IT, including network and web-based systems, security, and human-computer interaction. Typically, students with Master of IT, have an accreditation of Australian Computer Society. So you will be able to work in groups to design projects, which will provide an opportunity to apply knowledge to a real-world design challenges. So this is a really good options for students, which is a Master of IT. Then we have another one up on your screen now, Master of Renewable and Future Energy, which is again a 2-year full-time program. And typically students with mechanical or electrical engineering graduates degree are eligible to apply for this 2-year full-time program. I'm going to move on to our health and medical sciences. So essentially our UWA Health campus is connected with hospitals, institutes, healthcare providers, medical research laboratories. So it's a great place to be at if you're considering areas of health and medical sciences. In health and medical sciences, we have two interesting programs on offer. One is Master of Public Health with specialization. And the good thing about this program is we offer three distinct specializations. First one is Applied Public Health, where student can take on one full semester of internship out of the four. Then we have a Public Health Foundation, where students can undertake a thesis along with during their masters, and the Public Health Methodology, where students can take a dissertation and a research project during their master's program. So this is a very good blend where it covers areas such as epidemiology, biostatistics, health administration, qualitative research methods, and health economics, and so on. So certainly worth for students who are graduates in Sri Lanka with nursing, pharmacy, and also medical professionals such as MBBS and BDS graduates. Now, this is an interesting niche 2-year full-time master's only offered in February intake each year, which is Master of Infectious Diseases. Now, this program is essentially covering areas around health microbiology, environmental microbiology, and prevention and immunity of infectious diseases. So this is a really good program that again likely to lead up to a PhD after completion of the Master of Infectious Diseases. Again, students with MBBS, BDS, life sciences graduates, they all are eligible to apply for this course. So moving on further to our most popular programs in business, we have a variety of options on offer, starting with the top, Master of Applied Finance. Then let me talk about Master of Business Analytics, which is gaining a lot of popularity here in South Asia subcontinent. So Master of Business Analytics is a 2-year full-time program, and this program also covers business analytics industry project, which is built into your course structure. Again, students with no background in business analytics can obviously consider applying to this course, and typically this covers skills surrounding application and interpretation of data in a business context, and also help you to develop your communication skills and transfer knowledge clearly, effectively, and appropriately. So this program has a focus on a business case and applications, including a 12-point industry project. No requirement of coding programming is necessary for applying to this program. And we teach Python and R level from basic. So please feel free to consider applying for this course. Then we have another interesting program, Master of Professional Accounting, a 2-year full-time degree. Typically, we have students from a non-commerce background coming to study this program, and Master of Professional Accounting now embeds the Chartered Accounting qualification in the degree. So this inclusion is called MPA with a CA program. Then we have an interesting Master of Human Resources and Employment Relation, a 2-year program, which is accredited with Australian Human Resources Institute, a niche industry body which regulates this profession. And many of our units require students to undertake industry-based projects, working with leading organizations, including government, business, trade unions, and non-for-profits as well. Then moving on to the next one, we have a Master of Economics, typically for students who are economics graduate in the undergraduate program. And the topics covered microeconomics, macroeconomics, international economics, financial economics, resource economics, and so on and so forth. We also offer an interesting program called a Master of Commerce, where students can specialize in any of the 2 areas like accounting, business information and logistics management, or economics, or employment relations. And so any combination of 2 specializations will be possible in a 2-year Master of Commerce at no extra or additional cost. So this is a great option. Typically, studying at UWA Business School, which is double accredited through EQUIS, which is the European Quality Improvement System, and AACSP, which is the Association to Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business. So these are the leading business school accreditations in Europe and North America, respectively, meaning that your business degree will be recognized by employers around the world. Of course, we have our popular Master of Marketing program, where students have the opportunity to again undertake some real life projects with the organizations. And some of them companies that our students worked with include Coles, Google, Microsoft, Rio Tinto, Tourism Western Australia, Transport, and Westpac, to name a few. This is also an interesting 2-year program called Master of Business Information and Logistics Management, which typically covers areas around supply chain management, project management, enterprise information system, business process management, to name, and so on. Typically, graduates with Master of Business Information and Logistics Management pursue careers such as becoming a business analyst or a data analyst, programming, online marketing specialist, customer relationship manager, and so on. With that, I'm going to move on to an interesting option on offer, which is Master of Legal Practice. The Master of Legal Practice is a 2-year full-time program and allows students to register as a lawyer or a solicitor in Australia, provided they have an undergraduate degree in law, which is LLB, before applying for a Master of Legal Practice. Also, they need to get their degree assessed with the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia before they can before we can issue an offer for a 2-year Master of Legal Practice. Just so you know, this is an interesting program, and typically not many universities in Australia is currently offering. So worth keeping a note of this one. Right, so I'm just moving on to our last area in undergraduate program, and then we'll quickly cover on the scholarships. So this one is science. So we have a Faculty of Science where we have various undergraduate programs with specializations on offer. So let me just go through them one by one. Talking about Master of Agriculture Science, it's a 2-year full-time program. We are currently ranked number 1 in Australia for agriculture sciences, and the specializations offer are agriculture technology, crop and livestock farming, genetics and gene breeding, integrated pest management, and soil science and plant nutrition. Then we have Master of Biotechnology, where we have some specializations such as aquatech, biochemistry and molecular biology, environmental and agriculture biotechnology, genetics and genomics, and synthetic biology. Then we have biomedical sciences, a 2-year full-time postgraduate qualification with these 3 distinct specializations. The good thing about all these master's program in life sciences is you can do a 2-year of coursework or a coursework in the first year and followed by a dissertation under a dedicated supervisor in your second year of master's program. So that's the flexibility we have in our mode of study, where you can do it by research or by coursework. Then we also have a Master of Biological Sciences with specializations such as conservation biology, ecology, and zoology to choose from. And last but not least, we have Master of Environmental Science with more than 6 specializations on offer. I'll just read a few of those, which are catchments and water, environmental economics, environmental management, environmental rehabilitation, marine and coastal management, and sensing and spatial data science. Right, so we have another interesting program, which is Master of Business Psychology. Again, students from any background can apply for this course. Now, this program includes application of psychological theories, principles to workplace settings, and improve organizational performance while also enhancing them. So future job titles include Organizational Development Manager, OD Consultant, Human Resource Manager, HR Consultant, and so on and so forth. All right, so with that note, I'm just moving on to cover some scholarships that we have and entry requirements at UWA. So similar to undergraduate programs, we have 3 layers of scholarship: a $6,000, $10,000, and a $12,000 per year. So I assume for Sri Lanka, typically it's on a scale of GPA 4.0 with a pass mark of 2.0. In order to apply for engineering, IT, and data science program, we need a 2.67 on a scale of 4. And if you're looking for scholarships, they kick in again at 2.67 onwards. So if you have a score anything above 3.33, the total scholarship value you're looking for is $10,000 per year. Over a 2-year master's, it's going to be $20,000 of total scholarship value. If you have a score of 2.67 and above, you get a $6,000 per year of scholarship, or $12,000 of total scholarship value over a 2-year full-time master's degree. I think I'll take a pause here, Indy. I think we've covered most of the areas today about the University of Western Australia, including the scholarships.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. So basically, I think you covered everything like which students want to know. And yeah, that's it. So for Western Australia University now, we have opened the applications for the February 2023 intake. So if you are interested and if you are planning to apply for the University of Western Australia, you can apply now. You can start the process right now. So yesterday also I mentioned contact details, but today also I'm going to mention that if in case if you didn't join yesterday, so it will be 011771188. That's our main landline. And if you want a WhatsApp, it will be 070-198-9001. I'll repeat it again. It is 011771188. And the WhatsApp number will be 070-198-1001. And Ritwik, thank you so much for your valuable information. Actually, we get to know about a lot of information about scholarships, undergraduate programs, postgraduate programs, and all. So and about the popular programs and everything. So yeah, I think give me a second. We have some questions from students.
Okay.
Give me a second. So they're asking, are there any scholarship opportunities for Bachelor of Economics? And should applicant apply separately or scholarships or? Okay, so what they're asking is, are there any scholarship opportunities for Bachelor of Economics? And if they're applying for the scholarship, whether they have to apply with the application or separately, like once they get the offer letter, whether they have to apply separately for the scholarship?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And if the documents are complete at the time of application, then when an offer is issued, students should see a fee reduction in the Bachelor of Economics program as well. In terms of the eligibility, there's no separate application process for scholarship. And if you have predicted grades, you can still apply to UWA for a Bachelor of Economics for the February intake. Typically, the scholarships kick in at 1B and 2Cs. And then as you have higher grades, the scholarship amount will also go up. And there's no cap on number of scholarships that we issue. So everyone who meets the criteria that you see here should have this in fee reduction in the offer letter. And these amounts are per year. So it's going to increase every year. So it's a 3-year program. Then for a $10,000 scholarship, the total scholarship value will be $30,000 over a 3-year duration degree. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much about that. And one student have asked whether the University of Western Australia have master master's related to the commerce program. I think you do, right?
We have a Master of Commerce, did you mention?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we've covered a Master of Commerce program today in the session. So we certainly offer a 2-year full-time degree. Average tuition fee for a Master of Commerce is 40,000 Australian dollars per year, which is 40,000. And students are likely to pay a semester-wise at the time of when they are enrolled into UWA. And one incentive that UWA has extended to Sri Lankan students for the February intake is we have a reduced deposit for those students. So if a student wishes to proceed with accepting offer for a bachelor or a master's program, typically a $10,000 of deposit will be needed. Ideally, it's in a normal scenario, it's usually double, but we are only asking students to provide a 50% deposit and proceed with acceptance of offer and their visa process. So that's another incentive on offer to our students from Sri Lanka.
All right, excellent. So yeah, that's all for today's session. So we are going to wrap up the session now. And again, thank you so much for your valuable information, Rodrick. So yeah, that's all, everyone. And tomorrow we are going to meet up with the University of Adelaide. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. See you, everyone, and take care.